Okay, so continuing on the first and most important topic. It's a bloody crime. It's just about criminal. This is what happens. You have a friend or a colleague, and they decide to be a pastor or a priest, and they go to seminary, and they study the details of the early Christians, and they see habits and Christian practices that you can't find. They read about habits that Jesus taught and Christian practices that they cannot find or see in the available churches and denominations. So they go through their seminary studies and they do this and that, and they get accredited to make money and have a career. Now, does that mean that they're not a shepherd of souls? Does that mean that they are not friends with Jesus? No. But what happens is these people go to seminary, they learn about the early Christians, they're shocked and amazed and touched. Then they go back and they do church as usual and leave out the most essential parts, or some essential parts. They don't leave out all of them. It's like, okay, if your car won't run on a flat tire, and you build a car and you leave one tire flat, you can pretend that it's running, but it's not really running. The point is this: without true ecclesia, 1, meeting in a home, 2, cleansing consciences personally, literally, personally being before God and clearing up the areas that are dirty, and then mystically putting Jesus inside of us after each person in the room declares that they feel that their conscience is clear before God and before other disciples of Jesus. You're always going to have troubles with people outside of the death. See, when you're baptized, you die to your old self. You're baptized and you die and you resurrect as a new person. But if you're not baptized into an honesty family, then you're not really being baptized into the Church of Jesus Christ. Because being baptized into an honesty family and communion group is being baptized into a constantly cleansing group of friends of different ages and backgrounds. We're a group of friends who are all children of God. And if you don't want to be immersed in and constantly in that atmosphere, I'm telling you, you are in trouble, baby. Because you're not truly the church. You're just a Jesus-interested person that's not practiced what was taught and what was in place for the first 300 years. It's a crime that I didn't have adults ask me, okay, boys and girls, are there any little sad or ugly things in your heart? Shine a flashlight. Ask Jesus to shine a light inside your heart, and if there's anything in there that shouldn't be there, bring it out. And if you're going to try to tell me that, oh, this is going to promote gossip and slander and et cetera, you haven't seen the actual character of a true disciple of Jesus, who is more afraid of God's invisible evaluation of him than any human evaluations. And there's no new sin under the sun. So this is a tough call here, and this is why I spend more time with former drug addicts and outlaws who don't want to overdose, they don't want to be locked up again, and they're asking for miracles to restore relationships. Tra-la. True ecclesia. Let's play this game. And then we can talk about the salvation things and the outreach things. I mean, there's a list of things. The ministry of widows and virgins. The Single People's Power Ministry was alive for 300 to 1,000 years. It's gone. It's not in any denomination. My favorite church historian said no denomination has ever resurrected this ministry of single people that Jesus instituted, that was the favorite aunties and uncles in all the homes and all the home churches, taking care of orphan children, taking care of the children so married people can go off and spend time and be closer together. All of this stuff from the favorite aunties and uncles, not monks and nuns, not cloistered, shut apart from people, but in the mix of the communion, the family honesty gatherings. Amazing stuff. Let's talk. Let's study these things.